So let's go through with Asian equity first. This is a follow up from previously last week, as we expect the ongoing uptrend still pretty much intact, as the FTSE 14 index about to test the major resistance at 10,550, which is actually equivalent to 61.8 Fibonacci level right at within this region. So the index actually hit the high at 10,533, fell short to hit our immediate resistance and start to consolidate. If you're looking on a pattern over here, the stochastic start to turn downward, and those suggest it could be some sort of consolidation at least near term. Regardless, the trend short-term recovery still pretty much intact. The new high-low structure most likely to be built, particularly within a 50-day moving average, and of course within at 38.2 Fibonacci and 61.8 Fibonacci level here. So that means we believe any downside move or corrective move will be kept within our support right between 10,000 point and 10,200 point region. Another one thing is, if you look the comparison between FTSE Asian 40 versus SP at 500, S&P 500, the index is pretty much, I would say, in terms of relative strength, is underperforming quite for a while. So it hit within a support level, which means there's a decent chance for the rotational play to kick in and could see the Asian 40 back into what we call that start to outperforming SP later on. But as for now, still pending at least a breakout move from the RS signal. Now, for Malaysia, we have two ideas, DRB Highcom, namely one reason why we highlight, because the stock is actually trading above the middle Bollinger Band and has staged a breakout last week. Positive reading in both MACD, trading volume and momentum, signal a continuation of the ongoing recovery. So we put our technical target at 158 and 174. And then we have Notion VTECH, which earlier corrective move has ended at 61.8. A new baseline was built within 200-day moving average. As for now, momentum also improving along with the MACD and RSI. So we expect the recovery to continue with the target put at 40.5 cent and 45.5 cent. For Indonesia, we have GUDANG GARAM. Consideration within the target angle is likely at the tail end, as the stock is expected to break above the neckline soon, with the next target is actually paid at 27,500 and 31,500 Indonesian rupiah. And then we have INDOFOOD. Consolidation within the inverted head and shoulder pattern is likely at the tail end. The stock about to break the trend line, the pattern neckline soon, of which, if broken, could pave the way for further upside move toward 11,175 Indonesian rupiah. For Philippines, we like Bank of Philippine Island. A gap out earlier has set up a new bullish tone, also breakout within this downtrend channel. The stock also complete the so-called return move and now about to resume the ongoing uptrend. Momentum improving, so we put our next target at 106 and 115 Philippine peso. For global FERRONICKEL holding, downtrend has been broken, completed a pullback mode, so we expect the uptrend to continue with the next target set at 2.66 and 2.88 Philippine peso. For Singapore, we highlight DFI Retail Group holding. One reason, because the earlier correction has ended within 38.2 Fibonacci of the major Fibonacci and 61.8 of the minor Fibonacci move. So the corrective move has ended. The stock has actually built a new baseline. So we expect a breakout in RSI could actually kickstart a further upward movement with the next target back at 3.26 and 3.56 dollar. Another will be Fraser Hospitality Trust. This is weekly chart, by the way. One reason, because the stock is actually bouncing off the major support, which have not been seen, I think, which pretty much stay intact for the past 2 years. So at 42, between 45 and 43 cent, we think there's a pretty much decent support, as the trading volume spiked last week along the trade, what we call that stronger price action. We expect the recovery to continue to put the stock toward the next resistance target at 51 and 57.5 cent. For Thailand, we continue to highlight the ERAWAN Group and Bangkok Bank, which actually pretty much our past 2 weeks recommendation, still pretty much intact. The uptrend, new high-low structures intact, so we retain our target at the same level, 5.25 and 5.4 Thai baht. And for Bangkok Band, the target remain at 160 and 160.5 Thai baht. Last but not least will be Vietnam, will be Orient Commercial Joint Stock Band. And you can see there's a new baseline was formed above the 50-day moving average. Solid breakout move last week on a bit high trending volume, put the stock on the new up cycle. So the next target at 17,600 and 18,500 Vietnam dollar. And last but not least will be Bamboo Capital Group. Just taken out the strong resistance sub 7,000 region. So we put the next technical target at 8,700 and 9,600 Vietnam dollar. All right, that will be all from me.